The Galactic Council's chambers stretched across 17 kilometers of polished obsidian stone, carved from the heart of a dead star. 512 alien species sat in tiered rings around the central podium, their bioluminescent bodies casting shifting colors across the vaulted ceiling. The Vorith, the oldest and most powerful species in the known galaxy, occupied the highest tier, their 6 eyes gleaming with ancient arrogance. High Counselor Zethrin rose from his throne. His tentacles spread wide in the gesture of absolute authority. "Bring in the human representatives," he commanded. The doors opened. 3 humans walked in.
The time for
Colonel James
observation is
Hartwell
over. We
walked
must act
first.
now.
Alliance is our only path to
Broad-shouldered,
victory.
decorated
Let us
with
begin.
30
The galaxy
years of
depends on
military
it.
service. His boots struck the obsidian floor like controlled thunder. Behind him came Dr. Margaret Ellis, chief diplomat of the United Earth government, her gray eyes scanning the chamber with calm, academic curiosity. Last came Admiral Robert "Rocky" Stone, the man who had personally commanded Earth's defense during the Vorith border skirmish 4 years ago, the skirmish the Council still refused to officially acknowledge. 500 species stared at them. The humans stared back. Neither side blinked first, though humans had the biological disadvantage of actually needing to blink. Zethrin allowed himself a private moment of satisfaction. These creatures were remarkable fighters, yes. Terrifying, even by galactic standards. But they were young, barely 4 centuries into space travel. They would comply. They always complied, eventually. Zethrin unrolled the formal declaration, a document older than human civilization, used 47 times across galactic history. Every species who had received it had surrendered without meaningful resistance. "People of Earth," he announced, his translator perfectly rendering his words in English. "The Galactic Council, by unanimous vote, hereby issues the tribute order. You will surrender 30% of your annual resource production, 15% of your military fleet, and full administrative access to your outer colonies. In exchange, Earth shall receive protected status under Council jurisdiction." He paused for dramatic effect. "You have 72 hours to formally submit your acceptance." The chamber felt completely silent. Even the atmospheric processors seemed to hold their breath. Dr. Ellis leaned toward Colonel Hartwell and whispered something. He nodded once. Admiral Stone crossed his arms slowly, the metals on his chest catching the light. Then Margaret Ellis stepped forward to the podium. She looked up at Zethrin.
We stand at a
Ancient,
pivotal
towering
moment.
being
The
who
path forward
commanded the
demands
loyalty
unity.
of
Let us
500
choose
species.
wisely.
And she spoke one single word into the chamber's perfect silence. No, nothing
My
moved.
fellow delegates,
Not a tentacle,
we are at a
not a
crossroads.
gill
The
flap,
threat we face
not a
demands unity
photoreceptor.
and is rise to meet
Counselor
challenge
Vreth
together.
of the Pleiadians, a species who had witnessed the fall of 3 galactic empires, actually stopped breathing for 4 seconds. Zethrin's 6 eyes blinked in rapid, confused succession. His translator ran the word again, checked it against 17 human linguistic databases. No, 1 syllable, 2 letters, 0 qualifications. "Perhaps," Zethrin said carefully, his ancient voice slightly unsteady for the first time in 3 centuries. The translation is correct," Ellis said pleasantly. "No, we decline." "You decline," Zethrin repeated, as though tasting something deeply unfamiliar. "Completely," added Admiral Stone. "Every clause." "The tribute order has never been refused," Zethrin said. "We know," said Colonel Hartwell. "We read your history files. All 47 cases." He paused. "We found them instructive." Zethrin recovered
It knows
his
we're
composure
here.
and
You
spread his
challenge the
tentacles
void.
in the
Stay
posture of
sharp.
ultimate
What does it
authority,
want?
a gesture that had made entire planetary governments collapse in panic. "Refusal means war," he said quietly, "against the full council." Margaret Ellis nodded slowly, as if he had said something reasonable but ultimately irrelevant. "We've reviewed that scenario too," she said. "Our military projections suggest the conflict would last approximately 11 years. Painful for everyone." She tilted her head. "But we've done painful before. We're quite good at it, actually." Rocky Stone smiled. That particular smile soldiers wear when they are not afraid, and they want you to know they are not afraid. The silence that followed was different from the first silence. It wasn't shocked. It was calculating, because every species in that chamber was suddenly doing the same math. And the math was not comfortable. Zethrin sat back in his throne. For the first time in recorded galactic history, the tribute order was withdrawn. Not negotiated, not modified, Withdrawn. As the three humans walked calmly back toward the exit doors, Counselor Vreth leaned toward his aide and whispered in their native tongue. Find out everything about their history. Every war. Every defeat. Every time they refused to stay defeated. His aide hesitated. Why, Counselor? Vreth watched the chamber doors close behind the humans. Because we just made an enemy, he said quietly. That has never once, in 4,000 years of recorded warfare, lost a conflict they chose to finish. The doors shut. The chamber remained silent for a very long time.